eligibility test, or they say state level eligibility test for research, or sometimes you are an engineer, you have to pass the GATE. How many engineer here? You understand my language of GATE, GATE exam? So GATE exam is good. If you pass it, you can get the entry. JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. So you have to enter into this world. Like I being a corporate, I pass the Pune Research Eligibility Test. Pune University, they have their JRF, Junior Research Fellow Test, which is very simple. If you have done your master, MBA or any master degree, I am sure you can pass it. And there are books available to appear for the test. Again, going further on the question, if you have in your mind, you can do full-time PhD, you can do part-time PhD, and you can do externally. In my language, if you really want to do PhD, it is possible. No need to go for full-time, you can do part-time, you can do external also. So everything is possible today, and Google is the right answer. External means you need not to go to the research center or the college every day. You just have a month-to-month meeting with your research guide. Part-time means you have to go to the college every day, part-time, few hours, because there are some courses you have to attend on the research methodology. But in external, they will give you the study material you have to complete. There are 3 components in PhD, I will cover. There are 3 components to go before the PhD. When you start your PhD journey, you have to complete first the syllabus on the research methodology. Then second step and third step, I will cover up. Very, very important when you are entering into a research journey, your coach, mentor or guide is a research guide. If you want admission in the PhD first, you have to get hold of a good, competent research guide in that university or institute. PhD student sitting here, you agree with me or disagree? If you agree, raise your hand. I am not seeing hand. Research guide is very, very important because he guides you. He buys your research thought. He gives you the direction, what to do, what not to do. He gives you idea how to spend your time. You are getting my point? You have to get the blessings and you have to get big in the blessing of the guide. Believe me, guide is not whole and soul, but he is a very, very important part of your research journey, which is my personal experience. I am sure this experience is based on my interaction with the guide. Guide can be good, guide cannot be good, but if he is not good, you can make him good. After this evening talk, I am sure you will make him good if it is not good, right? So, nice photograph, congratulations. We have a very good guide and you are the candidate. Why I am showing this photograph? There is objective. If you want to do PhD, I want to say everything happens twice. First in mind, second in reality. First in mind, second in reality. You have to start visualizing your research topic, your research area, your research guide, which university, which date, which month, how I will prepare my synopsis. You have to start visioning. And it will happen in reality, I am sure. If it can happen with me, it can happen with you, right? And that is why this picture, congratulations. Getting my point? Now I want to take your exam. Are you ready? Pakka? ठीक है. You have one hard copy given right now, one Excel sheet. It is with you, everybody? Okay, if you don't have, I request your partner to just share that copy. Just you can work together. You can work together. I know there is some limitation. Okay, before you start anything on the Excel sheet, you will have to read one case study and then you have to identify the problem in this case study. You are getting my English, everybody? Here is the case study. First you read it. Then we'll go to the Excel sheet later. Now this case study, it is 2 paragraphs. I will read it. Last batch you can read this. Okay. I will read it for your information. This is a case study. A twin engine propeller driven aircraft manufactured by Aerotrans Airlines lost power in one of its two carburetor driven engine during night flight over the state of Nebraska. Now this Nebraska is in USA. Okay, I just give you a knowledge. The pilot was forced to make an emergency landing in the middle of the field. Nobody suffered any injury. The aircraft was severely damaged and was considered a total loss from an insurance standpoint. Second paragraph, the engine that failed was JT300 model manufactured by Baumar Aviation Company headquartered in New York. The cause of the engine failure is unknown at this time. Very good story, right? Case study. 2 paragraph. Now your job is, there is an Excel sheet given to you. What you have to do, you listen to me, don't write. What you have to do is, you have to identify what is an object. इसमें object क्या है? What is an object? What is a defect? And what is not an object and what is not a defect? If you look at, there are 3 columns. First column is what, where, when, how big. Second column is. Third column is not. So what is the object? What is not the object? What is the defect? What is not the defect? Where is the problem? Where is not the problem? Means where is the location? Where is not the location? Simple example, where is over the state of Nebraska in USA, not out of USA. Where is not? Not out of USA. I am giving you a simple example. When this happened first time, in the night or day? It happened in the night, not in the day. How big is the problem? Means what is the magnitude of this problem? What is the impact of this problem? Okay, you got my point? Now I go back to the case study. You will start transferring Excel sheet. Got my point? And we'll prepare a problem statement. Everybody got my instruction? Get ready and start writing. You have to engage yourself. Huh? Don't take this case study lightly, because this is the journey of research. I repeat, you have to engage yourself. Huh? Fully engage in this case study. Identify the problem. What is object? What is defect? When this has happened first time? Where this has happened first time? What is the magnitude of the problem? Yes, you have to go for research, right? Is my humble request. Please do that. And if you do it, I'm sure you will find it interesting. Who want to share his preparation of problem statement? Please come. Somebody raise the hand. Who want to come and share what he has written? Please come, you are welcome. You will come to the mic and speak. Okay, I will read. What is your name? Okay, Mr. Ganpati. He said, what is the object? Aircraft propeller. What is the defect? Power failure in the engine. What is not the defect? Outside engine.
Hello.
Where?
Hello.
Over the state of Nebraska. Where not? Not outside USA. When? In the night. When not? Not in the day flight. Not observed during the other time. How big? Complete loss. How not big? The defect is not known. Clap for you. Good effort. Where is the mic? Can we give?
Good evening, everybody. According to me, the object is safety of passengers and plane. And what is not the object is, as far as we knew, that the plane is a total failure. That at this point of time, the insurance and all should not be the object. Again, where it is, as Mr. Ganpati said, it's over Nebraska, but then we are not knowing that when it is, where is it not? That whether or not the serving center of Bowman is there or not, that we are not knowing. Again, when it is in during the night flight, but then when it is not, that we don't know the exact time and date. So the insurance and all follows these kind of contractual agreement between these two, Aerotrans, yes, it's Aerotrans and Bowman Airlines. Again, how big it is, that we knew that it is, it occurred in the total non-functionality of engine, but then it is said that it is for the time being. The cause of engine failure is unknown at this point of time. But then what is not is, we don't know the further developments. We don't know the facility provided by Bomar Aviation. We don't know the contract between Aerotrans and Bowman.
Okay, good effort. Clap for you. Now, you keep. Now, my point here is get ready for the research. The problem statement. This I derived from the media people. When media people has to give a short story, media people have to give a short story. They have their this type of checklist. What is object? What is defect? When it happened first time? Where it happened? How big? What is the impact? And you being a researcher, you should know what is a problem. Because if you don't know the problem, how can you start your research? Right? Now I'm going to a fine-tuning aspect of this homework we have done. You can make a statement like this: JT300 aircraft engine lost power in one of its twin carburetor driven engine over the state of Nebraska during the night flight. Total loss from insurance standpoint of view, but no injuries to the aircraft passenger. बन गया ना problem statement. Why I am sharing this Excel sheet with you, that you being a researcher, you have to ask every time, what is the object, what is the defect, when this happened first time, where this happened, how big. Wow. I'm sure the first step of the research journey is identifying the problem. You are buying this idea? All researchers sitting here? Giving you some direction that how to start your problem, because when you go with your research topic, the person like me will ask you, what's the problem? What's the problem? Why you want to do the research? You have to identify something which is a gap, right? Here you identify some gap, a small gap based on 2 paragraphs, right? When you do your literature review, you have a lot of thoughts in your mind and you can articulate your problem statement. On that basis, you can work out your hypothesis. We will talk on that, don't worry. Can we proceed further now? So all my researcher fellows sitting here, can you brief a problem statement now based on this methodology? You can add in this checklist. This is a very small checklist, right? You got my point? Again, research mindset. So first you should know what, means your problem or a gap or a need for that research, right? Why you are going for this research, a need of the research. Then you should have some study on research methodology. We'll talk today in the brief. Later on, if you want to study, a lot of books are available. Simply you type research methodology and you will get the authors and the list of the book. Then we'll talk something on hypothesis, because when you enter into a PhD and research, all these people like me, they talk big stuff. What is your hypothesis? So you get lost, huh? What is this hypothesis? So pardon? So what is this hypothesis? So we'll talk about it. And how to have a skill set. I already gave you some skill set in the beginning. OAD, obsessive attention for the detail. Pen, paper, below pillow for PhD. First impression is an everlasting impression. Behavior is function of individual and environment. And problem statement. This much skill I have given in couple of minutes, right? So we are progressing further. What is this research design? Simple. How you will go forward on your research, that is called your design. It is comprehensive plan, and it's a sequence of operations that researcher intends to carry out to achieve the objective. No, no, this is different. No, it will come later. I'm going step by step. I'm just starting with the research design. I got your point. I'll talk on hypothesis. Okay. So research design is nothing, is a sequence of your operations. How you will go forward to take your topic and come back with the research. Now there are various type of research design. Generally there are three type of design, which is a basic research design: exploratory, descriptive, and casual. Exploratory, descriptive, and casual. If you ask me, the researcher in general are using combination of one and two, or sometimes all three, or sometimes one. And it depends on your objective, what you want to go into your research. Like if you say descriptive, the objective is to describe the characteristics, let us say example of market or some functions. And here primarily you work on your secondary data which is available. Secondary data, quantitative analysis, sometimes you go for survey or a panel discussions. So these are the type of research designs. I will not go into the detail, but you being a researcher, or if you want to go for a research, my request to you, you have to study what are the type of research design and which research design is suitable to your research topic. Okay. Now, very important part of your research is what's a problem. Means formulation of your research problem, which is very, very important aspect of any research. First, it starts with the need of the study, because you know that there are some problem and you realize there is some need. If I can do the research, people may recognize, or people will recognize me. So that is very important, that what's the need of this study. Second is, what are the data available today with you, or your network, or your research guide. Then your experience is also important. I being in a corporate field, I get into many introspective questions in my mind, which I will share with you. Like simple question, I being in the industry, my customer satisfaction index is very good. In a scale of 1 to 7, my CSI, customer satisfaction index, is 5.5 to 5.75 range. And then I ask a question to my team, that is there any relation between CSI and profitability? Then we went into the depth. There is no relation. My CSI is good, but my profit is steady or going down. Simple research. You are getting my point. I have a data. I have a question. And then I also ask a question, is there any need to go further on this study? I have to decide, or my company has to decide. So your experience is also important in formulating your research problem or research need. Sometimes if you don't have a data, you do a pilot study. You do a pilot study to conclude that whether this particular research topic will be good or not good, or accepted, not accepted. And finally you have to have some statements that, okay, these are my synopsis, that these are the basic objective, I will go further. Very primary part I am talking to you. More you enter into a research, I am sure you will get more idea, because in 90 minutes talk, it's very